Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this STOKE VOLTAICS Joulle electric kettle. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description, and if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So we have some specs on the back. Product dimensions is 4.4 by 7.5 inches. Capacity is 30 ounce or 880 milliliters. Power is 500 watts. Voltage is 100 to 120 volts. Now this has different features and I'll get into that, and it has different capacities based on what you're doing. So I'll get this open. Okay, so here we have it. Let's pull the lid off here. On the inside we have the power cord, we have the manual, and a sticker. Let's take a look at the manual. So here are the safety instructions. So you'll want to read through all this before you use it. And safety guidelines. Here's what's in the box. Usage instructions. So it looks like the cord is 60 inches. It says when you turn the power on, all the lights will go on and hold for 4 seconds. After the lights turn off automatically, the appliance is ready to use. And here are the usage instructions. So it has 3 different modes. It has drink mode, heats up to boiling point, then automatically turns off. It has eat mode, heats up to boiling point, then continues cooking until the appliance is manually turned off. Then it has pop mode, heats to ideal popcorn popping temperature. After the process of making popcorn is done, it automatically shuts off. So as you saw, this has 3 modes to it. You can heat up water with it, you can use it to heat up or cook food, and you can make popcorn in it. So here are the instructions for drink mode. So this has a line in it. I don't know how well this is coming through on camera, but this top line is 16 ounces or 473 milliliters. So that is the top line for water. And here's the food mode, and here's the popcorn popping mode. So it says fill the lid with dry popcorn kernels or other popping seed or grain and pour into the appliance. Fill the lid with cooking oil or butter and pour into the appliance. So it looks like you fill up the whole thing with corn and dump it in, and then you fill up this little cup here with oil on the side, and then pour it in and turn on the popping mode. It says select pop mode and press the power button to turn on the appliance. Stir slowly when the kernels begin to pop. It says when popcorn is finished, the appliance will shut off automatically. After using it in the pop mode, please allow 10 to 20 minutes to cool before using again. If you press the power button to make popcorn again and the light goes off, wait for it to cool down first. This talks about cleaning and maintenance, and we have warranty. Okay, so here's the kettle. So if we look at the bottom here, it has 3 modes on it. It has a slider to go between the modes. Then we have the button there. On the back side, we have a port for power. So this is a standard type power cord you might find on like a computer. On the bottom we have rubber feet. So this has a insulator around it, and it has a strap handle. So you can pull this off. So you can see it's stainless steel here, and this is feels like kind of like a plastic type material below. So I'll pull that back on. And then the lid is plastic, and that will go on, and it has a little spout here so you can drink from it. It also has a strainer too. So I'm going to go fill this up and we'll test boiling water with it. Okay, so I have this filled up with 16 ounces of water. And on the back side here, it says Joule's 1840 manuscript on heat and electricity, and we have the equation there. So I'll get this plugged in. And I can plug this into a wall outlet, but this is 500 watts, so this could be powered by many power stations. So here I have the 640 watt power station. Now this was provided to me by Togo Power for a previous video, but they have no association with this video. So I'll turn it on, I'll plug into the AC port. And this is currently at 100%. So I have this on drink mode. It's currently drawing 6 watts on standby. So I'm going to press the button and I'll start my timer. Okay, so immediately the power bank ramped up. It's 571 watts it's drawing right now. Okay, so that's finished boiling water, and I threw a temperature probe in there. You can see it's at 99 degrees Celsius. I'm not at sea level, I'm above sea level, so the boiling point is a little bit lower than 100 C where I am. So it took around 6 minutes. So the Amazon description said it takes 5 minutes. It seemed to take a little bit longer, although it was kind of boiling. I could see it bubbling in there, but it hadn't saturated completely yet, but it was very hot. Now you got to be very careful taking this off. Yeah, it's super hot. So we had that very hot water there. So again, this is a 634 watt hour battery, and it took around 16% of the battery to boil the water. So electric kettles are more or less 100% efficient, so it turns essentially all of the electricity coming through the wire into heat. Now there's probably electronics in here that take a tiny bit of electricity and some other things, but they're very efficient. So it has this insulator around the outside, and I can hold on to that. If I squeeze it, it starts to get almost a little too hot. Of course, the handle here is cool, but it has that nice insulating layer. If the bare metal was exposed and I touched it, it would probably burn me. But I can lift it up with this, like so. And then if you have the lid on, you could pour that water out here, or you could put something in it and drink it directly from that spout. So this would be great to take camping if you want to make some soup or oatmeal or freeze-dried meal. You don't have to have a camping stove. You can plug this into a battery. Now you pair a solar panel up with your battery. You can charge the battery back up. So if you had a 100-watt solar panel, it might take a half hour, probably take a little longer due to different losses, but it might take a half hour to charge the battery back up to make up for the power that it took to boil the water. So I want to test popping some popcorn in this too. I'm not going to do that on my bench here because I don't really want to get food on this bench. So I'll insert that video clip now. Okay, so I'm in my kitchen now and we're going to try making popcorn with this. So I'll turn the lid over. I've got unpopped popcorn and it said fill the lid, so I'll fill this up. That seems plenty to me, so I'll pour that in. Then I'll fill this spot with vegetable oil. And I'll pour that in. So I'll put the lid on. Now it says to stir it with the stir tool, but I don't have the stir tool, so I'll just kind of shake it around. So I'll shake this up to make sure it's all coated with oil. Okay, so now I'll turn it on the pop mode. Okay, so it shut power off, but it's still popping a little bit. It's neat, it's almost like blowing smoke rings every time a kernel pops. Now this has killed power, but I can turn it off with the button here. So this was drawing a little under 300 watts when it was popping popcorn, and my battery is at 99%. So it took very little electricity to pop the popcorn. Now this is pretty warm right now. I'm going to get this unplugged. I'll give that a minute there, and then we'll check it out. Okay, I'll pull this off, and it filled the whole thing with popcorn. Let me try some out. It's very good, but I do want to put some salt on it. So I was giving it shakes every once in a while. I probably shook it way more than I needed to. I just wanted to make sure that all the kernels were coated with oil. Now, if you're having trouble getting this to pop popcorn, make sure you're using good popcorn, fresh popcorn. You may not get good results with stale popcorn. I just want to show the unpopped kernels that came out. So there were quite a few, but the vessel was full, so I probably should have just started out with less corn in the first place. But it was definitely enough popcorn to fill me up. So that's the STOKE VOLTAICS electric kettle. I really like the versatility of this. You can boil water in it, you could turn it to the eat mode, and you could put some soup or some other food and heat it up in here. Or you can pop popcorn. And when I'm camping, I find this more convenient than taking a camp stove and propane, because oftentimes I'm taking my battery anyway, so I can just plug this in and boil the water. Now, if you're cooking whole meals where you have to have a camp stove, then yes, you're going to take your camp stove. Another place you could use this is if you're taking a road trip, you could have your power bank in the back. You could stop at a rest area, throw some food in this, cook it, and have yourself a little meal without having to stop at a restaurant or something. So it would not only be faster, but it will also be cheaper. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.